70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57. As it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys off to a slow start, looking for their first win after 2 straight losses to start the year. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs. A try here for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So now the Chiefs go on offense in a great starting spot. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there,
on the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after them big. Sometimes what you just want to do is put the ball in the hands of one of your best players in one of their favorite plays and establish your dominance that way.
How about that? Their quarterback with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. CD, look at this clock and scoreboard. We're less than a minute into this game, and they've already made 2 trips to the end zone.
So that means that someone's confidence is absolutely soaring right now. There's almost no slowing them down. On the flip side, now you've got to get together. You've got to talk to each other. Make sure you stay tight, stay focused as a team. Yeah, it's a quick blitz, but you can get back in this game if you don't let it get away.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Correa. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the Eagles' 9-yard line.
Looking to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Hawk 70. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. He'll try and do this himself, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Come on.
39-yard line.
Looking to throw. Correa. And he's got his man. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at their own 38-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Their mobile quarterback, 51 yards. And the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Ready?
Back to throw. Correa. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Ready?
Now a give right side. McCain. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure for.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now he'll tuck this and run. Fighting through pressure. Able to push his way through. Powering forward. Still going. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. This one into the hands of Hurd. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
And coughed it up. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The 20, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first-half lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A beautiful fake. Powering his way forward. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Back to throw here. Now he's going to step up and run. That's to the pylon and incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs just continue to roll. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Now back to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, nifty juke there. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. It's their quarterback. 28 yards. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And the rout is on here in this first half. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Well, now how about this return? And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Correa. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Start. 70s. Ready.
Back to throw. Correa. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now 3rd down and 7.
A 4-yard loss leads to 3rd down and 7.
Operating from the gun. Correa. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their... There he goes, right side.
Missed.
It will not go down. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs extend their lead yet again. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the try here for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And it's picked up. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Point after here coming up. And the route is on here in this first half. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And it's picked up. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Roll.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Correa. That is caught. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go, shot.
Back to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
60 Bison.
They'll throw now on the final play. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our trip through the NFL starts now. At Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, we find the Falcons at home to take on the Saints in the NFC South. And this is the Saints quarterback. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. The Saints move to 2-1. They get the victory here. From there, it's on to Cincinnati, checking in on the Bengals as they play host to the Chicago Bears. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. He was a big factor in this one, and he shows you why on this play. The Bengals are back in the win column. They move to 2-1 with a Week 3 victory. One more to show you real quick. It's over in Tampa, the Buccaneers taking on the Miami Dolphins. And this is the Bucs running back. He's going to scamper 31 yards to the house. Touchdown. The Buccaneers are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And we'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But Now, we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Now a handoff up the middle. McCain. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the gun on third down. Correa. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well.
And it's a fumble.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Past the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 43 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 3.
Hawk 70, Hawk 7.
This is Brown going up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready, go. Ready.
Looking to throw. Correa. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
The Chiefs offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Now he's into the clear again. He's to the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback, 91 yards.
And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play.
And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
Back to throw now on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 23-yard run.
And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Okay, ready?
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Set. Hawks. Hawk.
Up the middle they go. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the
19,
37-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard.
And And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Set, go.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. Now White lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. And he is going to slide to a halt inside the 5-yard line.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And out now come the Eagles.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Now White lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. First and goal at the 3-yard line. Back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Chiefs continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
The extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
From the gun, here's White.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse.
And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
By the Chiefs.
Now a play fake here on first down. Gets around him. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
That one looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time. But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And it's picked up, and that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And this is no good. Boy, that didn't even get there. Not a good effort at all. And our score remains the same. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 7.
He'll drop to throw.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
For the winning team here, Charles, and that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep.
So for the Chiefs, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Phil